set to only, or to be using, what's the word for it? Using stream key, but I did not enter a stream key and I did not set it for that, and I got very confused. Also, thank you for the post.
Yeah.
Alright. So how y'all doing tonight? Is everyone doing, like, okay adjacent?
Okay, adjacent.
Well, if you put it on a scale, I suppose, yeah, it would be at least a little adjacent.
Hang in there.
On a scale of Girl Scout enamored to feed a horse out of her hand and the horse eating out of her hand, I am both on this popcorn.
Alright.
Incredible.
I'm doing good.
Valid. Yeah, I'm doing alright as well. Welcome to the show, Nesh.
Hey Manakt, how do you feel about the just shy of 2,000 songs I organized today?
The what?
Just shy of 2,000 songs I organized today.
Oh, those. Yeah. That's a lot of music.
I'm not done.
Also, I went ahead and responded to your Curious Cat question. Thought if you want to check my TL.
Oh shit.
The thing about Curious Cat, like, I get the appeal. I will never, because I want to continue to have the most inscrutable and unrelatable content possible.
I mean, you can just answer questions in the most unrelatable way.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if I ask, like, what's your favorite, like...
Pilk.
Well, like, I could... Like, if I just ask, like, what's your favorite color, you could just say, like...
Chartreuse.
I was literally about to say that, is the thing.
You see, I'm a mind reader. I'm a mind reader.
What the fuck?
My other friends can attest, my psychic abilities are terrifying, but also really lame.
Really funny.
Oh, hello, Chroma.
Hello.
Quawoma.
I have sipped.
Good.
Ahoy, you have a new account. Welcome back.
Valiant Dragon 5.
That's a few more new accounts. Chlor reading is a fun one. Oh, hell yeah. Alright. Is there anything anyone wants to, what's it? Anyone wants to get off their chest or on the table before we get started?
No.
Alright, that's fair. Oh shit! Wait. 1 second, now I have to look something up.
I almost forgot to get my dice out.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
Cool,
Wait a
the
second,
other
I
one-
need those.
Hey, wait a second.
Nope.
The first android with legal citizenship has now started getting broody, apparently.
This has been happening for 3 years now.
He wants a kid.
I think this started back in 2018, 'cause that's when I remember seeing it on Tumblr.
2017 was when she was legally declared a person, and she started wanting a kid apparently this month, or at least announcing
shit.
that she did.
I remember people talking about this ages ago, but I'm glad that it's now public news. Anyway, I have popcorn in one hand and dice in the other, and I'm not sure which one's going in the mouth.
You
I'm
should put.
trying to
It
force
was a
myself
die.
not to eat a ton of garbage today. And I've already failed.
Listen, here's the thing. Food is just food. It's fuel for your body, and your brain lives in your body. Your body doesn't care what the food is, as long as it gets something.
Yeah, but like I'm eating stuff that will kill me in 3 years.
Like, you're
Aw.
just eating cigarette butts?
No, poison.
What
Like
kind
cocaine?
of poison?
Huh?
Like cocaine and, like...
No, just like rat poison.
Damn, well that will kill you. That'll kill you a little sooner than 3 years, actually.
Well,
I mean, not if you have a tolerance to it.
You do.
yeah, that's why it's gonna take 3 years.
You know, that's fair.
I bet it tastes good.
I don't recommend
Uh,
rat poison.
No, it doesn't really taste that good either.
Oh shit, where did I put my dice?
I simply do it because I know no other way of life.
I realized, like, during D&D that I don't know where my dice are.
By the way, for those of you in the audience who are curious, the music in the background that's just gently jamming out is Good Kid by Good Kid.
Remember, only EP1 is non-DMCA.
Only EP1 is non-DMC.
No, the goblin thread turned into a dwarf thread. Oh, that's a railgun. Never mind. So fucking angry. Oh, goblins are back.
Let's go. I'm sorry my goblins are so fucked up in this setting.
Can I say something terrible?
What's up?
If Ash bites it, or worse, gets like her character arc completed and retires, I'm rolling a goblin.
Is it because you like the idea of being a funny little genderless green friend?
I want to be a funny little green friend.
Are you fucked up, little friend?
I'm a fucked up little guy.
Listen, my goblins are notably strange. Every goblin in every setting is a little strange. My goblins are the strangest.
My goblins are about as normal as it gets, being that I play them all as explosives obsessed.
Oh yeah, my really nice dice is gone missing.
Oh.
You're missing dice?
My metal dice, but I keep in the same spot. They aren't in the same spot anymore, apparently.
Oh no.
Oh! There they are.
That's a vaping
Or, for some reason. Oh no, one of them is still missing.
There's a vaping dog?
You know, I'm missing
I
two.
saw a vaping goblin. I'm just looking
Let's
through the art.
A Vapeland.
Oh, I recognize this artist.
We're almost ready, everyone. Just give us a little bit longer to set up.
I bet another die!
Why are you doing this?
Why are you buying dice?
Look,
Buy good time, not buy
they're-
good dice.
they're shapes. They're tasty.
You know they make edible dye.
I know, I've had them before. That's why I've started being comfortable putting them in my mouth.
Oh no! That's the opposite of what you want.
It backfired so
Not
horribly.
a good
then.
idea. Alright, dice located.
Let's go.
Good go!
Go.
Oh no, that goblin's ears aren't long anymore. They look like they've been hit with something. I just like the idea of a creature that is more ear than it is anything else.
Just big floppy friends.
Big fucking floppy friends.
Alright. Is everyone ready?
Ready as I'll be.
Alright. So, where we last left the party, both Monoct and Annabelle were taking the day off, just resting in the taberna, while Ashkata and Serenity went on a brief fishing adventure and ended up spending a good, like, say, half a day, maybe longer. How long do you think you spent with Asher at his lake?
I think we spent most of the day and just came back at night.
Yeah. Alright. So it's...
I would say it would have been about 3 weeks.
Well, that's a while. Be reasonable now.
I figured we had a nice long day hanging out with a dweeb.
And you gained 1 unit of affinity, a measurement that will only be used for this one joke, no more.
Damn it.
Actually, I think we spent exactly 2 hours, 13 minutes, and 4 seconds.
Wow, that's a very specific length. Perhaps the length of an entire last week's episode, in fact.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright, so. It is probably early in the evening, maybe even perhaps all the way into an evening. Somewhere in the 5 to 7 p.m. range, perhaps. and Ashkata and Serenity are returning to the taberna. Annabelle is still in her coma, but like it's a comfy coma. It's hibernating.
Annabelle stole a really good like cake or something, and she's been
Sleeping it
out
up.
of it since.
Fun
Yeah.
fact: there was cheesecake back in ancient Rome. It was called placenta.
Yeah. Annabelle
Yo.
stole a cheesecake.
She just stole a cheesecake and ate the whole goddamn thing, and then she
But
sat
one-
there like angrily holding her fork, thinking about how she ate the whole goddamn thing.
Worse, she's lactose intolerant.
Oh, so she.
Oh no.
She's currently experiencing complete butt death, unfortunately.
Complete death.
Yep. She's just dead. Annabelle's begone.
We will have to revive her this session.
It's fine. I'm a cleric. I can cast Revivify in 6 levels.
You
Yeah.
know, it'll
Level
be-
up fastly.
You know, the statute of limitations on Revivify is about an hour, if I recall correctly.
Don't worry about it. We'll handle it.
Okay, I'm a bard fighter, otherwise known as a bard. I can do something.
I would have gone with a biter.
I like the sound of bard because it sounds stupid.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's pretty damn good.
And Ashkata and Serenity, is there anything you'd like to do, like, as you... is there anything you'd like to be doing or be talking about as you, return to Big Mike's Big Muscles Taberna?
That's a very good question. I don't know. I think Asha's had a very good day. She's probably just bouncing in place, carrying, like, the couple of fish she brought back with her.
Serenity, to Ash is gonna be like, hey, thanks for teaching me about fishing and all that. I always enjoy learning something new.
Hell yeah. Fishing's good. Fishing gets you good food.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
just a lot of
It's like,
fun.
it's like a hobby and it's like useful.
Aye.
You know, if you
Uh,
ever want to learn, something from me, just let me know.
Ash is gonna, like, perk up a little. She's gonna debate learning an instrument that isn't, like, banjo.
Okay, but banjos are valid.
No, I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying maybe an instrument that isn't.
You know, fair. Monoct, is there anything you'd like to be doing as they're, like, entering? Like, are you downstairs? Are you up in your room? What's up?
And the Taberna?
Yeah.
Monoct is Monoc's basically just been for the last couple days just minding her own business really and just trying to stay out of trouble. So for the last couple days she's really just been catching up on some reading she's been wanting to do, like religious texts.
Aye, fair. Are they texts? Are they local texts, or are they some of the
Yeah, the local
handful
the
of...
local the
Okay.
local pantheon. Just to get an idea what she's dealing with here.
Can you roll me a quick religion check?
Oh, sure. I have proficiency in that, I think. Do I? I should check my sheet. I closed my sheet. I'm so fucking smart. Let's see. Let's see. Religion check. $17.
All right. You learn that the local religion, like the local sect of the like largely dominant religion on the continent, uses the same like general pantheon of 10 entities that preside over mortal deeds, but they also worship the general concept of strength in both in terms of arms and in terms of magical like affinity
I
as
see.
the binding force between all of the 10. Which means it is not entirely incompatible with your religion.
Ooh. That's good to know.
As the party like comes on in, you hear them like discussing the concept of fishing.
The concept of fishing.
The metaphysical narratives of luring something to its potential doom, only to either select whether or not it becomes your sustenance, or whether you let it back into the wild where it belongs.
That's fucked up.
That's what hunting is.
It's really fucked up.
I think it's just tasty.
I think it's fucked up. Is this in character? I don't even know.
It can be. Would you like
I
to
mean, if you want to say it's fucked up, I'll just be like, well, you've saved a lot of rations and not having to eat rations because of it.
I don't think Serenity would say that's fucked up. I think she'd just be like, huh, damn. Anyways, hi Manak.
Hi.
Now?
Hi. Sorry, what?
Hi, you wouldn't believe the size of the fish that we caught today.
Oh?
Let me just tell you, all those stories about the Loch Ness monster. Let me tell you, they ain't got nothing on what
Stories?
we got.
They were moderate to large.
Moderate to large. Ooh, certainly better than small. That's for certain. May I see?
We only brought a couple of them with us.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay. That's
we
alright.
didn't want to,
Well, no, I don't know.
remove these
That's why
beautiful
we're asking.
creatures from their habitat.
Fair enough. Well, dinner is. I suppose we'll be eating fish for our meal then today.
I'm gonna take him down to Mike's and see if he wants to use some fish and something.
I
Maybe get a
imagine they'd like
kickback
that.
of gold.
I imagine they'd like that.
Yeah, right over there, Manon. You've been reading. You bookworm.
Yeah, merely getting myself acquainted with the local customs. You know, if we're to spend some time here, it's best that best to just know when in Rome, as they say.
In a way, you could say we were getting a little familiar with the local customs too.
Ooh,
That's
Awesome.
that's an interesting way to phrase it.
Ash
You-
was joking about whether or not he killed his dad.
Yeah. And you know what? Despite being a rich asshole, he's just like a little less of an asshole than most rich assholes. But still an asshole.
Still rich asshole's a bit of an oxymoron, is it not?
How's that an oxymoron?
Well, because rich and asshole, what's the word for a
I mean,
redundant phrase?
An asshole could also not have much in the way of
No, I
way
mean,
of supplies.
no, I apologize. I had the wrong word. The word, what's the word where it's redundant? A
But-
redundant word.
No, redundant just
Redundant?
works.
If they're rich, you don't need to specify they're an asshole.
There you go. I
Heyo.
thought, because like
There we go.
oxymoron's like an opposite thing. So like I thought you were saying rich people weren't assholes, in which case
No,
I would've-
no, absolutely no. Anyone who would hoard wealth is by default an enemy of the people.
Okay, I'm glad we're on the same
That's
page.
what that's what I learned. That's how I was raised. And Monarch's gonna kind of like thunk her book against her head a couple times, just like be like, mm-hmm.
Wait, how does that work?
That's
You
what I
didn't
was
have
taught.
wealth.
Well, the concept of wealth was. We'll go into it another time.
The concept.
No, we learned
wealth.
of ones who had hoarded wealth before, but simply, if you have excess and another is in need, we call them dragons, after a
Right.
mythical creature.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
What?
Like the creature, the dragons?
Wait, there's dragons in this setting, V?
Yes and no. There are not many, but they exist.
Can't believe you just like totally just absolutely didn't pay attention to all the times we've talked about dragons, Monoct. Ash is going to say.
To be fair, I woke up. In my defense, Sachi, I woke up at like 7 after
That
being
was
up
in
until 1
character.
I'm like, no, I know. I'm just defending. No, to be fair, I've been filling my head with with gods. So
Yeah, no. So like, they exist, but in the same way that I guess elephants exist. Like they're out there, but no one's seen any in a while. Supposedly, the Vrontaran Emperor has seen dragons, but he hasn't told anyone about them other than like he promises they're out there. But that also it gives me sometimes the vibe of like a kid on the playground being like, "Yeah, my uncle works at the wizard factory. He told me all about magic."
You know, I will say this though, it's a lot easier to prove that dragons do exist than to prove that they don't exist.
Yeah,
Because all you gotta do to prove that dragon exists is find a dragon. Prove that it doesn't exist, you have to go scour the whole world every inch at the same time and prove that there is no dragon anywhere.
there are more things in heaven and earth than do exist in our writings.
So, as far as I'm concerned, dragons are very much real.
I see.
Before we continue, I'd just like to say I was looking for a reference for a character that was going to show up later, and I just found a picture of Zendaya.
Who? Oh, like Michi?
Yeah, Michi.
She's Michi.
Oh, and Zendaya is Michi.
So anyways, that character's gonna be Zendaya.
Great. I look forward to it. So it's nice in the evening. I'm gonna go take these Fimsh to Mike. I'm gonna get some
Fimsh.
dinner.
Also, hi, Wooshes.
Tomorrow we
Wishes.
should go and we should probably get some stuff done. Like, do we
or-
want to wait? Do we want to wait until Annabelle's alive to drop off the icosahedron?
That seems prudent. Yeah.
Then other than that, we don't really have anything that is like urgent / like doable, because the stuff for the games doesn't happen for another couple days, unless you want to ask Asher to go shopping.
I'm pretty good on my stuff, but I would never in a million years miss out on wasting. Wait, they don't have money. That doesn't sound wasting some rich asshole's money.
Yeah, he's not particular. He's like middle
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, Rich, like, really, like,
He's just an asshole.
yeah. But I mean, once a rich asshole, always an asshole.
I'm gonna start crying.
Are you okay?
Every rich person's a bastard.
I saw something, and it's so cute. Is that are y'all afraid of snakes?
No.
I think they're just little guys.
Monoct?
Huh?
Are you afraid of snakes?
No.
Only when they're on planes.
Tired of these motherfucking
I
snakes.
posted it in Mimeo. I got sent a little baby ball python who looks like a
Oh.
banana.
He's a banana. He's a banana. Holy shit.
Little baby ball python who looks like a banana.
I'm gonna fucking die. Okay, so
I wonder if he knows that he looks like a banana.
we got this icosahedron that's really warm and it's keeping the room nice and hot.
It is a sweaty fucking shape.
Sweaty.
And we want to wait until Annabelle's here.
I mean, is there anything else for us to do, really?
Not particularly. We're on a time gate no matter what.
You could always explore the town. You could try and meet some new people. Get intel on the other houses. I don't know, get up to bar crawling shenanigans. You are tourists. Job aside.
True. I got my fun thing out of the way. Anything y'all want to do in town now that you've successfully like ticked off the check mark of take bird fishing?
Um,
You know, this town doesn't exactly have the world's largest ball of yarn to check out.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh.
Supposedly
Then how
the largest ball of yarn is somewhere in Starkheim. They keep moving it so that way no one takes it.
oh yeah,
the
I've
world,
seen that fucking thing.
is the world's biggest
Jackass.
rubber band ball here, at least?
What the hell is a rubber band ball?
The hell
It's
is
a-
rubber?
It's a ball of rubber bands.
What is rubber?
Oh, okay. It's a material made. It's fine. I'm actually not
Is
certain of the
it
manufacturer.
something you
of
rub?
rubber. No, it's
Is this like a fuck thing?
no.
Oh, I
It's a
think it's a
stretchy
fuck thing.
material. It's a stretchy material which could admit it.
This
Which
sounds like a fuck
Oh,
thing.
it's absolutely a fuck thing.
This sounds like a fuck thing, Manaf.
it's not.
Dude, and there's like a whole ball of it.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay.
Big
Okay.
fuck
Look.
ball.
Look. While the slang for it has been adopted while the slang of rubber has been adopted as slang for a fuck thing, it's primarily used in manufacturing to be an elastic substance that pulls boys. I promise.
Actually, let me look something up.
Industrial fuck thing.
That's not the only thing being pulled.
Ah, never mind. Now, rubber would actually be something we'd know.
Yeah,
Fuck
Mona,
off!
yeah.
Well, okay. So, rubber as a material has been used since 1600 BCE. However, rubber in terms of like tires and bands wasn't until 1800.
Oh,
So it's complicated.
it's complicated. Mona like taps her book against her skull a couple times. She goes, "I can tell you more about it when we have another free moment."
Okay, so now that our history lesson is out of the way. Oh, that's a sad looking elf,
like,
man.
It's small but
Huh?
better.
I was just looking for references for characters, and I found a very sad elf.
Very sad elf. Oh gosh.
Saving that for later to hurt a friend.
Oh god.
Do not mind me. This is not a weapon against you people.
Lucius, run!
Yeah, you better start sweating, boy. What the fuck are you doing? Anywho, so.
Better start sweating just like the inscrutable orb.
The orb itself is not sweaty, but the room is honestly kinda uncomfortable with how warm the ball is.
God, when you did
I
deposit
imagine the
this ball
orb
in the
itself also
goal.
sweats.
It is not a damp ball, I promise.
First fuck balls, now damp balls.
There are many different terrible adjectives that you could describe a sphere with.
Anyways, talking about things you want to do around town, I kind of want to like get into a musical battle with someone.
You want
Not, you know, potentially to the death, but probably not.
Oh, you want to get up to one of those good old-fashioned, what's the word for it? I believe the word is rock-off.
Yeah.
Rock off? I'm not entirely certain what that is.
Or you just, you play music till the other one drops dead. That's how it works.
Or it's a measurement of applause, depending.
Yeah.
You know, are we going to First Blood, or loudest encores, or death, I guess? Why do you want to
Yeah,
kill someone
it
with your
really
music?
Huh?
Why do you want to kill someone with your music?
Oh, it's just a bucket list thing. I just think it'd be fun.
No. Did? One sec, music stopped. Gotta put on. Hello, lo-fi chilled guitar, 1 hour of DMCA, free music and copyright free. There we go. Alright. So you want to get into some sort of musical duel. Anyone else want to do anything?
No one else wants to listen to this musical duel.
You know, that's fair.
A dual sickle, if you will.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
The best way to do that would be to, like, look for a town bard and, you know, challenge them. Your other option would be... stand around and play music until someone challenges you. Or you could just, like...
Oh, I have an idea.
Oh?
Serenity. I have an idea, Serenity.
Yeah.
What if-
Hit me.
If you seek a worthy challenge, do you have a spare drum? Because I have an idea. We play
Wow.
in a populated area until we spy a bard. At which point, I will storm off, declare this bard is unbeatable. I cannot defeat her. Someone else get my money back, or something, and then
Last-
they'll have to duel you for my honor.
Last time we did this, you lost half your face.
Shit, you're correct.
Also,
Wouldn't
wouldn't I want you to, like, play me down, make it look like I'm kind of a loser, and then I'll show my true colors and take the money right or well, maybe not money,
Everything
but
is hustles
no.
with you guys.
Well, we didn't rob the casino, so we gotta, like, make up for it elsewhere.
Okay. Are we intentionally deceiving these people? Is the
Yes.
question. We are?
I think that one's up to Serenity.
Serenity?
I mean, we don't have to, but if we're gonna put on a whole charade, I feel like it's probably best to shark them.
I don't know what that means, but I will go along with it. Also, what's a shark?
Fish that eats fish.
Oh, okay. Anyway, you have that drum, yeah?
Well, I don't have a drum, but really the world's a drum. You can kind of use anything as a drum. In fact, a drum's really the easiest instrument to imitate.
I
Okay.
googled anime bard, and let me tell you, it's all fucking Final Fantasy XIV and Venti Genshin Impact.
I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
That said, one of them's a Lucius voice, and it'll either be that one or a funny little deer. Listen, nothing against Final Fantasy XIV. I'm just saying what the Google image results are.
I see them.
Yeah. Anywho.
No, I see them. They're very good. What about... Oh, hold on. I can send you an image.
So, you want to get up to some sort of like flighting slash Battle of the Blands?
I think so.
We still have a shape to drop off. We have shopping to do. Anything else?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have much. I got all my needs, like, fulfilled.
Likewise.
Your entire hierarchy of needs is good friends, good food, good fishing, fun.
Why is there pudding in my items folder? Why is there just a little wheel dancing blob?
I don't
I think
know.
he's default, but I do love him.
It's so good.
I made a mistake. I looked into the HR department memes chat, and I saw I'm so full from 2 metric tons of loam topsoil yellow.
I almost sent that, and then I thought, this feels Lucius-y, and then he posted it, and I was like, nice.
so full from 2 metric tons of topsoil. Oh god. Our DM's been taken out of commission.
I'm just imagining someone actually saying, "I'm so full from 2 metric tons of loam topsoil. Yum."
I'm so full from 2 metric tons of loam topsoil. Yum!
I'm in pain.
I'm so sorry. Give me a sec.
Lucius, you broke her.
I love eating dirt. I love putting toxins in my body.
Toxic.
Okay, we're good. We're good. I'm normal. I laugh at the concept of eating dirt at normal amount.
Oh my goodness.
I am immune to attacks from psychic opponents. Okay. So I guess we're gonna get to work on all of that in, like, the morning? Or should we, like, get going now for, like, a night on the town? What's going on? I'm just following you
I'm
guys.
tired.
You know, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
What about you, Ashkata?
I'm just up for what the party wants. I gotta go give these fish to Big Mike's Big Muscles.
Ash is gonna excuse herself to go downstairs.
And downstairs, Big Mike is currently just, like, whistling and stirring a stew that he's preparing for the night. Hey, welcome back.
I
Oh,
got some
shit.
fish for you.
I haven't been sharing my screen to you guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're fine.
I-
I just have the stream open.
Yeah.
That's fair. And you, what can I get you?
I got some fish when I was off fishing. You want them? Toss them in your stew.
How can I be sure that these fish are legally acquired and also of moderate to high quality? Nothing but the best from Big Mike's.
I went to a noble's lake.
Oh ho ho! You had my attention. Now you have my interest.
And Ash is gonna just kind of like swing gently like the fish that she has like over her shoulder and just pluck them right on the fucking counter.
Oh, this one's still this one's pretty fresh. You were out fishing today?
Yup, just got back.
How much you looking? How much you looking to part for this from? I know that it is common parlance for me to whoever names a price first loses, but come on, you trust Big Mike.
Oh, look, I trust you, Big Mike. I'm not here for money. I'm here to, get some good food.
Hey, I understand. All right. So are you looking for coin for this or no?
I mean, it would be mean not to give a little coin for a little fish, but it doesn't gotta be much. I'm mostly here for what you make with it.
All right. Let me give me 1 second.
I'm winning the haggling game.
He shuffles through his pockets. How's 10 pieces sound? Huh?
10 pieces is more than enough, my friend.
Yeah, this is a high quality fish, but more importantly, it is a rare delicacy to be able to stick it to the man.
Hell yeah.
Losing my fucking mind.
He slides the coins across the table and says, Remember, kids. The machine of imperialism is oiled by the blood of the workers, unfortunately. We gotta stick together, you and I.
And Ash
Amen.
will salute.
I love you, class-conscious Big Mike.
Big Mike is the fucking best.
Alright, now, you just watch right here. I'm gonna whip you up something great. And in a flurry of knife flourishes and flashes of motes of flame, he quickly pan-fries the fish in a 2-part mix of, an equal 3-part mix of garum, wine, and vinegar with a little bit of salt on top.
Cool.
And-
Fucking nut.
And then puts that over some slices of hearty bread to go alongside his stew. There you go, kiddo.
Thank you, Big Mike. This is an excellent dinner.
Oh, it's not a campaign for the hungry.
I'm so sorry. I keep telling you guys to not play this game on an empty stomach.
I'm not on an empty stomach. I'm just a glutton.
Me too. I can't finish this popcorn. I made too much popcorn.
I am full because I had a burger today and it was really gross.
Oh.
I got my usual from McDonald's, and I have some nuggies for later, but I don't want to eat them right now.
I understand. You know, for the same amount of calories as a Big Mac, you can eat 2 tons of red loam topsoil.
2 tons of loam topsoil.
That was Monox just mutters, topsoil?
Yeah.
Like just minding our business and then suddenly just topsoil?
Yeah.
In
Yes.
character.
Nutritions. And elimshims.
Sometimes this campaign blurs the line between out-of-character banter and in-character conversation.
So
That's the best.
here's the rule for whether or not it's diegetic. Is it inconsequential and also would it be funny? If so, it is canon.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If it is
I do
consequential...
love that about it.
Yeah. Anywho, so... several steaming plates of, fish and stew are handed your way, Ashkata, for you to bring up to the group.
Hell yeah, I'm bringing them up to the group.
Big Mike gives you a big thumbs up and says, by the way, I appreciate you guys being such consistent and good customers.
Ash is just gonna kind of smile and go, that's what it's like from the Vins.
He gives a big Mike grin. You kids are alright. Maybe there's some hope for us yet.
Big Mike approval.
Big Mike's just a good dude.
Serenity, while eating, is just gonna put a thumbs up.
Meow.
And, this hearty, nourishing dish with ingredients far beyond what you normally would be able to access to on your rations. Alongside all of the other good roleplay and experience you have all gotten, grants everyone 1 inspiration.
Ah
Oh,
shit.
I already had some, dang.
I meant 2.
Oh,
I
if you haven't used it, it does not count, unfortunately.
Fuck!
You gotta use it or lose it, gang.
I literally didn't have opportunity to
Yeah, there
use
wasn't
it.
ever like a time to use the last one.
You know, that's fair. Then instead, I will bank this for a string for you guys to pull later.
Okay.
So have I explained the string system yet?
No.
Or if you have, I have no clue what you mean, and regardless.
Strings are a system partially borrowed from Monster Hearts. Oh, it's sometimes called a bond in other Powered by the Apocalypse systems. A string is a unit of measurement denoting favors owed or earned, or leverage you have on other people. You have a string on the city of Vrounter itself. So at any point in time, if you guys all agree, you can pull that 1 string and spend it on materially benefiting yourselves somehow through the city.
Cool. Also, hey, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling great. I gotta go. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I
Rest
think I
well.
have to
Oh,
go.
you're
No, my
valid.
head's starting to hurt, and I think, I don't know, coming down with something maybe. I think
Ooh.
that's all.
Don't get sick, bud.
Please safe.
I
Don't
hope
forget-
you
I'll
feel
try not to.
better.
Vitamin C and rest. Also, you were starting to grow, like, wings for a sec?
Yeah, I threw those on a little bit ago.
Ah, wild.
Right, later.
Later. Rest well.
Yep, have fun
Bye.
with the session. Let me know what happens.
Aye, aye. Well,
Oh.
this puts us in an interesting predicament. We could have another, like, cozy roleplay session here. I could give you guys free reign to explore the city and all. We could pivot to some other activity. There's any number of things we could do. We could also call it early because of that.
Huh.
It is up to you guys. I am down for anything.
Well, I don't really want to call it. I don't feel.
Yeah. I mean, we've materially proven that we are capable of keeping the show running.
Yeah.
I'm up for anything. I'm just thinking where we would go in the city. Like, I want to go somewhere Serenity focused.
Yeah.
I mean,
We
I
could
was thinking, like, I mean, maybe we could just, like, I feel like the band, like, battle thing I was talking about is inconsequential enough.
All right.
It could be fun to go and meet some bards and hear about the city itself. And also fight them for money and for honor.
Absolutely.
All right. So you are going to go for that line of activity.
Yeah.
I vote that we go and we fuck things up.
Godspeed, you
Absolutely.
magnificent motherfuckers. But for now, I'm guessing you guys are going to take that rest after you've eaten.
Yeah.
All right. With that, if it's all the same to everyone, I'm going to run a very quick. Wait, where's that button? Let me check. I'm going to run a quick ad while I prepare. What's the word for it? The next like pile of things we gotta do. If that's okay with everyone else.
Yup.
Okay.
Yeah. Where is it? Video producer. Here we go. I'm a goddamn genius. Nope, it's stream manager. I am not a genius. I am a fool. Alright, running a 1-minute ad break. Where's that BRBC? Oh, hey.
I got a fucking Apex Legends ad.
I didn't get one.
Here's the thing, I have 2 tabs open. I have my moderator tab and one that isn't logged in.
Eh.
Also, if I haven't, even if I did get one on unsubscribe, it's just because my credit card got messed up and I had to get a new one, remember? It's not like I don't support you in other ways, too. Ooh, a Far Cry ad with Giancarlo Esposito. No.
I think there's a buffer thing where Monarch used to stand.
Wow.
Wow.
I am fierce.
Yay.
Oh god, my croutons! Knocked over the bag. Oh god, what the fuck would Randy Pitchford do to us? Be like, wow, why aren't you guys playing Borderlands 3? And I'd say, why don't you tune in on Fridays, motherfucker?
My
you
mic
mute
was muted
for
during
ad
the
break? Oh.
during the ad break, and then I forgot to unmute it because I am a goddamn fool. Alright, so the gang has decided that they are going to be waking up fine, fresh, and fierce, and then they're going to be going to get up to trouble. Also, I do believe that the Sanctuary track from BL3 would work as background music. Like, I don't think it would be we'd get in trouble, but Randy would, in fact, try and stab me, like, personally.
Well, the problem is that he should just fucking tune in on Fridays.
I don't want Randy to watch my content.
Valid.
I get enough grease as is by virtue of all the con artists I hang with. I don't need him. And they insist they're con artists, not con men. Luckily that rat isn't part of Gearbox anymore. That is true.
He's
What?
dead.
Nope, he's still there, just not in the games division. If I recall correctly.
Anywho,
He's on
so
that TV.
how do you intend to like try and find a bard to perform flighting against?
Alright, here's my master plan. I've got my guitar out, and I'm walking through the streets, eyeing everyone that I see, looking for anything that looks remotely instrument-like. And the first person I see who kind of looks like they have an instrument, I'm gonna lock eyes with them, and I'm gonna be like, "You a bard?" And then we'll go from there.
It is ostensibly a plan.
So you're hoping bards operate under Pokemon trainer rules?
Are you saying they
Yes.
No, I'm just making sure I understand exactly what you're intending here.
No, yeah, they absolutely work under Pokemon trainer rules. I want to make sure if I am notably a bard and a bard makes eye contact with me, then we must battle.
All right. So you take your gear and you're just gonna go on out. Where do you intend to go
Yeah.
in the city? There's
I
multiple.
do-
Oh, you first.
Oh, I just want to say I do explain this plan and all of this out loud.
Where's okay, so my response as Ashkata would be what is the thing? You know, we've used it before. Papini from Pop Team Epic going, okay, I get it.
Oh, yeah.
I understand everything now. She understands nothing.
That's Ash. She's ready and she's supportive. But she's dumb.
Hey gang, heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay.
Heads are for nerds.
Let me pull up a coin flip.
Serenity, after explaining it, is like, well, at least that's how it works in Storkheim. I don't know if, like, Bard protocol is different over here, but definitely at Storkheim, Bards operate amongst eye contact equals challenge.
Wow. Everyone kind of knows some sort of song in the Vins. We don't really challenge each other to the death.
I
But
see.
that sounds so cool.
Music is a super important part of every culture. I'm gonna
Commits
tell you.
murder
Oh,
via
God.
guitar lick.
Alright, so there's multiple places in town that you could probably go to. There's the General Market Square outside of Big Mike's. There's, what's it? The, like, southernmost entrance zone where all the tourists initially come in. That place is likely to have out-of-town bards. There's the, like, general steps leading up to the Senate House. There you'll probably find some more pretentious types.
I don't want to go against the pretentious ones.
We're here to
That just
scam
sounds-
them, not die.
Yeah.
You know, fair.
Travelers, then. Travelers feel easily
To the
scammable.
tourist zone.
Why is everything
tourism.
scams with us? I thought we were supposed to be... You know what? No, I get it. I totally get it.
You
The
have a
two
bard,
party members right now are
you
a
have a
bard
bard and a
rogue.
rogue.
And there's a second roguish monk.
Yeah.
Our
We-
moral compass
I'm-
is Monoct, and she isn't here.
We be sharking.
And Monarch's moral compass is kind of skewed sometimes.
Monoct's
Yeah,
moral
yeah.
compass is literally just a moral compass, and that it actually points anywhere that isn't commence scamming.
moral compass is a compass, but like you got a magnet nearby.
At least it points somewhere. Alright, so
Yeah.
you guys
We have the magnets.
you guys grab your stuff and go down to the city entrance that you guys came in through. Let me pull up the entrance image. Because I still have that. Because I am prepared. And
I want to use minor illusion, the cantrip on my guitar to make it look really shitty and like not cool, just temporarily, just to get the act to, you know, be more believable.
Rub some fucking grime on that thing.
Yeah,
alright, can I get a deception roll from you?
gotcha.
Shit.
Yeah?
How's it? I was adding it in my head. How's 26?
What?
God damn, you made that thing look like you pulled it out of a fucking gutter. Like, where'd the moss come from, man? How are you gonna play a guitar covered in moss and filth?
I rolled an 18. I have a +8 to deception. That's one of
Jesus
my
Christ.
expertise skills.
Alright.
I just realized that. Is there a thing where it's like you can change what your expertise skills are set to?
let me check.
I forget if it's like if you level up Bard, you can swap it.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
I realized it did not put one of the expertises into performance. And I
That
would rather
Hmm.
it be there.
Let's see, jack of all trades. You can add proficiency bonus. Expertise. Rules as written, you cannot. However, I will let you.
Okay, just like next time I level.
You could just do it.
Oh, okay. Then sick.
Listen, I believe in using in deferring to rules as written for things in terms of like guiding the systems, not necessarily in terms of taking fun away because we made a small clerical error. You know?
Fair. I just like when I was drafting the character up, I didn't think I would like. I don't know. I didn't think it would be as centralized as it is. I guess.
What do you mean by centralized?
Like I didn't think. Well, I didn't think that the actual musical part would be like the main draw of the character,
Hmm.
but it definitely is that now.
You're welcome to change it over time. Unless you like that you're like the Toons and Zunes character.
Oh yeah, no, I like it. I put it in. I originally put in persuasion and deception, but I want it in performance instead now.
Yeah, no, that's valid. I'm totally happy with that. So, you have your guitar fully nastied out, and you eagerly await a mark. I will give you a selection of bards that are passing through.
Cool.
Let me pull up the images. No, don't just save them. One sec. Clicking, dragging, dropping. You know how it goes. Okay, so. As the travelers pass through, you see, in order of appearance, a relatively, what's the word for it? A relatively humbly dressed tiefling woman with a small lyre on her shoulder. A very clearly upper class vampire carrying a harp, and a funny little deer fella with a full lute.
So Serenity is just looking at these bards, and she's like, kind of like scratching her chin, thinking like, quietly aloud, but loud enough not so that they could hear, but so that the party members can hear. She looks at the tiefling and she's like, too hot. Looks at the vampire character, too hoity-toity. And then she looks at the deer and is like, that's just a little guy.
Those are the only 3 that have entered, and they are in fact talking to each other right now, actually.
We have to
damn.
kill one of them.
We have to. Come on, Mina.
Serenity is just gonna kind of be like, all right, time to make the magic happen, and then she's gonna go like, and just kind of like hobble over
Just hobble?
and be like, excuse me, you 3 wouldn't happen to be bards, would you?
Oh, Ash is gonna come over with like her cloak, like looking super cool, and just be like, "Kuh, who's this dweeb?"
Okay. Who do you want me to just click on the JPEG for first? Because that'll be the first one
hot
to talk.
one.
Well, you don't know if they're hot.
Well, you said that the. Oh, okay, well,
I said that they were-
hot.
I said they are a tiefling woman. You said, oh, so they're hot.
I mean, it's a decent thing to assume.
You know, that's fair. They're more cute than hot, in my opinion.
Oh God, that might be worse.
Serenity, you're too cool though.
This is like whispered. Serenity, you're too cool. You can't fight someone who's cute. Cute beats cool.
She looks at you and says, yes,
right.
can I help you?
Oh,
Fuck.
I just was just in town, and I really like. I've always been interested in music, and I just picked up my first instrument the other day.
Oh, how wonderful. Are you looking for lessons? Is that it?
Well, I was more so wondering if someone would be willing to do a bit of a like test of skill
Oh.
with me.
Ash is breaking.
She leans in, and a shadow is cast over her eyes. So it's a duel you want?
Oh no. Ash is just
Serenity.
gonna push Serenity one step forward and back the fuck up. Sorry, buddy. Unless you want me to try and sing with my... 1 second. With my +0, I can try. It won't help.
When this tiefling is like, so it's a duel you want, Serenity also shadow over her eyes, act completely dropping. She just goes, precisely.
Well, if it is a duel you want, you will not find me lacking, however. She gestures to her new friends. I'm sure you would also be equally interested in sparring of song with the vampire. This one's the Lucius boy. And the wood elf,
Oh,
who really
Oh,
is
friend.
just a funny little fella.
That's just a
It's
funny
the little
cute
guy.
fella. Ahem. Thank you, Lucius.
The vampire bows low and says, greetings. In case you are curious, I am in fact interested in the duel. And the wood elf does a big fucking wave, like a hop and a overhead wave, and says, "Hiya!"
hello.
The 1 second. Shit. This one. The tiefling woman. Are you okay?
No, she's too cute.
The tiefling woman introduces herself. My name. What was her name? Or what was her voice already? Right. My name is Myra. Not to be confused with the other Myra that we have in the campaign that I already forgot the name of.
There
It's a
was
common name in
Myra?
the setting.
Do you think that we have a brain?
Thinking of a new name. Quick, thinking of a new name. Give me 2 seconds. Fantasy name generator, save me.
Oh. Huh? Oh.
Fantasy and folklore.
First random name I thought of was Rourke.
You know what? Sure, Melody works. Melody works.
Melody.
My name is Melody. And yours?
Serenity.
Fitting. So.
As is yours.
Fuck. Yeah, she is the musical character named Melody. Fuck. Since you are the one who challenged, you are welcome to take your pick of your opponents.
So I have a quick out of character question.
Yes.
How exactly does inspiration work again?
Spend it, you get advantage on any roll.
Advantage, okay.
Not to be confused with
And
Bardic
that's, like,
Inspiration,
before.
which is an unfortunate overlap of system names.
Huh?
Not to be confused with Bardic Inspiration, which is
Oh,
not the
yes.
same thing, but it is, similar in function.
And I would have
Oh.
to call inspiration before I roll, yes?
Generally, yes.
Cool. Okay, well, I'm going to use it here. So, this almost makes me want to be like, alright, what if I. This almost makes me want to be like, I'll take you all on at once.
Well, they aren't a band yet, so that would be a little rude. You can't just
Yeah.
ask people to form a band on the spot. Come on.
No, I was thinking like a free for all, but
Oh, a battle royale of the bands?
no.
I got them all. I got them all on screen. I got them all. Let's go!
Yay! Yay! I want to challenge first.
Oh, you're gonna. Ambitious, are we? Also, do you have a song you want to queue up?
Yeah. It's yet another unbeatable song.
It's always unbeatable.
As you
That's
should.
that's like the one like copyright free. Well, at least I assume so, because it's a video game. And like you can stream it.
Yeah.
But like it's the one that I like know of that is like fitting enough. So
Feel free to queue it up and pick a or feel free to send me the link so I can queue it, and then
yeah.
pick a challenger.
Hmm.
Oh, by the way, the funny little dear friend introduces himself as Elias, and
Hello.
the Lucius boy to the far right introduces himself as FantasyNameGenerators.com. Don't fail me now. Gillian. Elias, Gillian, and Melody. They all have L's in their name, and that's what they were bonding over. Yep.
You know what? Bards seem like that kind of type.
Oh, I don't have an L in my name.
This is gonna be an interesting one because this canonizes tapes in the setting.
Oh no.
Oh, true.
Nah, it's fine.
Just some sort of recording thing.
They have wax printings of music, I guess.
Mixtape.
Mix candles. You know what? Yeah, we'll just. Music recording does exist. It was not originally on a tape-based medium, but it can be.
We called them tapes.
Imagine if you like record, but you just record into a machine that like pokes holes into a tape so that you can put it in a music box.
That'd be interesting.
That's a really smart idea, actually. I think that's how music boxes work.
Yes and no. It's not a recording. It's like basically hand punched notes.
Well, I mean, yeah, but imagine if like you had a machine that could basically transcribe it.
Yes.
That sounds fucking awesome.
I bet you could play Megalovania on that.
I never mind.
Serenity.
The machine is just a monk.
Serenity's gonna be like, well, Melody, since you were the one who responded to me initially, I find myself most drawn to challenging you.
Oh boy, now I have to go find a song for her. Do you think I'd get in trouble if I played Maluka?
What's
Play
that?
what?
She is a singer and composer who does a lot of traditional, like, folk music. But also does just a lot of the music from Skyrim for some reason.
Oh god. Melody's song is 10 hours of Nernroot.
Alright. Alternatively, we can skip over the their music portion in itself, just because I might not want to get in trouble.
Yeah, these
That's
losers
fair.
don't get music. You guys are following our story, not theirs.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if that tiefling just sat down in the middle of the tourist area and started going, I would gouge my ears out. Because unlike in real Nernroot, I can't stop that. Is Nernroot canon?
It is not.
Thank Christ.
Can I get that performance roll from you, by the way?
Absolutely. Using my inspiration. Okay. $23.
God damn.
Jesus.
I think this is my highest performance roll I've had so far.
I'm glad I haven't had to roll today. I feel I'd be rolling terribly.
So, you actually tied.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. A tie.
So as you start playing, Melody nods for a second in recognition and actually knows the song you are playing.
Interesting.
And
Dueling.
and instead of attempting to challenge you, plays along with.
Oh my god.
As you play these strings, she swaps her lute, or her little lute for percussion.
Oh
Nice.
shit.
nice.
She flips the damn thing over and it's got like drum pads on it.
Hell yeah, sure. I don't think that'd work acoustically, but this is Wizards.
Well, I mean, you
It
could just
is
have them
magic
mounted on the
music.
back as like an additional thing.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
It could be for ergonomics in loot form.
It'd look like it'd look like Gara's nutsack gourd.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the synth voice is coming out.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It's like magically enhanced.
It's just what happens when you like bard fight.
Hey, this is so far from the musical texture of the setting.
Oh, absolutely, I know.
No,
But I
that's
picked it because it's badass.
it is. I really like the
This
acoustic
part I
version
have
of
no
Worn Out Tapes.
idea. I have no idea how this would be done.
Some artificer shows up with a turntable.
All the bards in the area just start jamming.
I mean, honestly, if you just like really get your strings cold and then start tremoloing them, it almost gets wee 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 wee.
That is true.
Fair.
Someone here just needs to know ice magic.
And once again, Serenity singing with a voice that does not match her own.
To be fair, that's just
Somehow.
how singing works.
It is.
Like,
Oh yeah, also when she started playing, she dropped the illusion on her guitar.
Whoa.
But
Use your weapon.
but that's like a cool effect. That makes it seem like it's being revitalized by your music.
Exactly.
Now you have intimidation factor.
We're just jamming. Let's go.
Today on Serenity's episode, holy shit.
You have
It
achieved
went
the
from a musical duel to a sudden performance.
The crowd has around the city has like definitely gathered around the bards. You have formed an impromptu band essentially. The challenge
other
has been
two-
dropped.
The other two join in.
They're your backup singers.
Hell yeah. I love that.
Now I'm just jamming. Damn.
Oh yeah, this is a good one. It's not even in the. It's
Horrible
not even in
question.
the demo game.
What's up?
Or can I start pickpocketing people? In the crowd.
Yeah, roll sleight of hand.
Absolutely.
Is sleight of hand still a thing in 5e, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have a +8 to it.
I
Oh my
always
God.
get confused whether it's sleight of hand, passing without being heard, or will saves
guys.
that aren't a thing in 5e.
Guys, I got my worst roll yet, and it's a +8, so it's still a 17.
God damn. Okay, can you roll me a 2d10?
2d10. Do I even have a 10 in this? Yeah, there's a 10, I think. Let me count directions. That's a 12. That's an 8. I'm just gonna roll a 100 and drop the 10 spot. Fuck. And I got 9 total.
Alright. You've managed to swipe 27 gold.
Jesus Christ, this is what happens when Monoct isn't here to stop us.
Yoinked! And the crowd is none the wiser. Though,
I'm gonna give it back to everyone and consider it the like busking fee for like the tickets. I'm gonna keep a couple of it to myself, but I'm gonna give everyone else 5. So I'll only have 2, and I'll give 5 to my dear, dear good friend Serenity.
Yay.
Elias is totally like followed you with his eyes while you pickpocket, but nodded a little, like yeah, I get you.
Was Elias the deer?
Elias is the deer.
Okay.
Hey, Puppy Bot,
Huh?
you're rar facing.
Oh, I didn't mean to. Oh god, it's because I was trying to type with my fucking number pad.
I do that all the time. If I randomly start changing color for no reason, that's why. I did it earlier. I noticed I was suddenly glowing, and I was like,
I'm-
"Why?" Oh,
I'm so sorry.
And as the afterglow of the performance fades, the three bards like gently clap for each other and you.
I also give a bit of an applause, and I'm gonna be like, "Man, that takes me back."
5, 10, 15.
They all nod knowingly. They all have the unspoken understanding of they used to have a band and now they super don't.
Yeah.
That's what happens when bards are alone. Generally, they got kicked out of or ended a band.
Yeah.
A band of bards sounds supernaturally terrifying.
Also, you get 3 Street Pass notifications on your phone.
Bing, bing, bing.
Hell yeah. I was gonna ask for that regardless if
Fuck.
it didn't happen. Serenity's gonna be like, "Sorry about the act, but you know, getting to play like that with you, I can tell none of you held back, and I love that."
Yeah. Give me one sec. Oh, wrong tab. That's what the problem is.
We're winners. You guys made art, and I got all of y'all paid. TM.
Hell yeah.
Taps my little talons together.
Aye, it seems we've got what's it? Melody pipes up. Yeah, it seems we've got our lodging fees paid for. Actually, that's nice.
Yeah.
I keep changing what her accent is because there's so long between times when I'm saying things as her.
Oh,
That's
and
fine.
it's fine.
Every accent gets better.
You gonna be okay, buddy?
I'm gonna miss her.
Well, you also have her number.
Yeah, but look, look. Ash is already a bird who is like beholden to her job. She doesn't have time to go run off and like do bard stuff. She's in a bard. Anyway,
Serenity is just gonna say to the three of them, well, if you're ever, looking to play again, you know how to reach me.
Alright, you gonna be in town long?
Yeah. She like kind of glances towards Ash and is like, at least a few days, right?
yeah, we've gotta help. We gotta help a noble not die. We're contracted. We need to go even norther. We gotta go do jobs up in the capital.
Yeah. But we'll be around.
She nods and like smiles. It was good meeting you then.
Hmm?
And with
That
that,
was fun.
they wave and walk off.
Ash is just gonna kind of give like the nicest little itty bitty bird puppy eyes to Serenity and say, "You're not mad at me, right?" While she hands
Sure.
Serenity the money.
For taking advantage of the situation? Absolutely not.
It's just getting ticket fees.
She's gonna put her hand like on Ash and be like, look, I grew up in Storkheim. I get
I don't
it.
know what a Storkheim is.
This
This
is
is
how-
false. She knows what Storkheim is.
She's just gonna be like, this is how I got food.
Oh.
I get it.
Well, good news. We've got food, we've got cash, and we've got a nice old
Admiration.
room.
Erica walks back into frame, holding a sandwich. Hey guys, what I miss? Oh wow.
Oh,
Huh.
we put on a little impromptu concert with some local bards and
Oh.
even got paid for it.
That's
Yeah.
what I was hearing. Nice. You guys wanna try my sandwich?
Hell yeah! What kind of sandwich?
Sure.
I don't really know. I know it's made of like minced beef on some level, and like there's pine nuts or something.
At the mention of minced beef and pine nuts, Ash is going feral.
And what she offers you guys is 2 more sandwiches. Joke's on you. I'm not gonna. I don't want to take a bite of the sandwich you guys have bitten. I got more for you guys.
You're the one who's already eating the sandwich. We'd be the ones biting into your sandwich.
That's fair. Anyways, here, enjoy.
Ash begins to cry into her sandwich at the sudden charity.
Oh. Let me Google something.
Or Ash. I'm just gonna kind of canonically believe that Ash is so used to stealing things from her siblings that she's just a goddess of fucking pickpocketing.
Incredible.
She could swipe a great sword off your back and you wouldn't notice. You'd just think that you popped your neck good.
And what you get is essentially a slightly tough patty of a mix of beef, breadcrumbs, and pine nuts wrapped in caul fat and fried in a pan.
That sounds like a good ass fucking burger.
Yeah, a bed of spinach and bit of salt on a loaf.
Can't believe we just got given an old timey burger.
Fun fact: the ancient Romans had burgers.
Yeah. I just didn't think Erica had them.
Yeah.
I just redid my nails.
Oh. What's up, Serenity? /Vi.
Vi, talk. I'm thinking about it, and this might sound strange, but I think Serenity might. I think right now Serenity would be like tearing up like silently like crying a little right now.
Oh.
She's got her part.
Cause of the burgers, or cause of like having a good experience with this impromptu band?
The band.
Yeah.
And like, you know, I don't know, maybe a little bit the burger, but mostly the band.
You got a band. You had fun with a band. You had your fun little rogue friend get you some gold. You got
Yeah.
a burger. It sounds like great, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And no one got their face ripped off today.
No one died. No one died. You made some friends. You got some numbers. You got to see both Ashkata and also the audience member Ahim Him Whimper.
Ugh.
You okay? Recovering from Melody?
I'm recovering slowly.
You haven't even met some of the other NPCs.
I
Right.
know.
Same
No,
up.
Ash is having a crisis, and she has to be businesslike.
Oh. Alright. And with that, is there anything else you'd like to get up to during your second free day?
Hmm.
Well, we do just have a little more Jold. Do you wanna? Is there anything you'd like need, like armor-wise, or anything cool you want to get? Is there any?
Hmm.
Cause like I know that Annabelle got her little sash, and Monox got her like cool armor and her little like what's the word, like her little compass thingy. Erica's got all her low polyaminals. What do you got? I've got myself a little fishing rod.
I mean,
And
I've
this
got
tattoo.
I've got my guitar, but do we have any like special like? Well, I mean, I have the missile snare gloves, but they haven't really come into play yet.
True.
It nearly did, and then it didn't.
I don't even remember when it nearly did.
During that first fight, if you guys didn't butcher the dudes so severely, there was a chance that you would have gotten crossbowed. But you butchered them pretty severely. It was very impressive.
It'll come into play at some point. But Serene's like, you know, God, I'm looking at my inventory. I'm like, what the fuck armor do I even have? I don't see it. I did not write what it was.
I don't know what armor you wrote as well.
Let's see, my AC is 14. My dexterity is +3. I think it's just padded.
Yeah, that makes sense. Let's
Yeah. Just padded.
One sec, let me check something. Yeah.
Or maybe, no, it might be leather armor, because it's a leather jacket.
I believe it was padded, but we flavored it as your red leather jacket, sometimes blue.
Makes sense.
Alright. So does that mean you
Sometimes
intend to do some shopping, or are you just gonna, like, vibe with the rest of the day, see what comes for you?
I mean, I'm always down for a little shopping.
Go get you a little treat.
I have not been keeping track of my gold. Oops.
Come on!
I always forget to write it
I have
down.
been keeping track. Have you been keeping track, V?
I have been keeping track of stuff like arrows and whether or not people have died.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been keeping track of at least my gold, and I'm proud to say that after everything I did today, I quite literally split up the gold so that I would be at an even 70.
Nice.
I mean, I had like 11 last time I wrote some down.
But
You just got 5 more.
Well, you
And I
got
just got
16
5.
gold.
Alright.
So you're going to head down to the market.
Sure.
And as previous... Oh wait, no, that's not the right one. Ah, that's close enough.
When in Rome, do as the Romans do.
I'm
Flag,
sorry for the
flag,
sheer
flag.
volume of anachronisms in this setting. I promise it's internally consistent location to location.
Of what?
Anachronisms. Stuff
May not know what that means.
stuff that isn't like timeline accurate to the locations they're based off of.
Oh.
For example, printing presses and what's it? Recorded music exist in the same timeline or time period as ancient Rome.
Guys, I got sent something that I was told that I should post here.
How well?
I'm running a horror-themed D&D one-shot and was tasked by drafting pre-gens. This is the party, and the party is just entirely the Scooby crew.
Oh my god. Shame, Mr. Redwood.
Tag yourself, I'm Skagink. Playing Scrappy as a knoll is the funniest thing. Anyway, sorry, I was told that I should send it here, and I thought you guys would like it.
Okay, but Lythene Gwenderic can get it.
Yeah, I agree.
For those of you who are missing out on the context. Click.
I love this so fucking much. I love this so fucking much. Ranger who spec'd into like familiar pet. A little hecking alchemist or potentially an artificier.
She'd be an artificer of the alchemist tree, probably, because
Okay,
no one uses alchemist wizard.
That's valid. So artificer alchemist, what looks to be an elf rogue, human paladin, and then a gnoll. That's so cute.
The fact that they also have like funny fantasy names is pretty good. So
Yeah.
I
you
love it.
you head back down to the market and you find the same assortment of shops and stalls, various insulae and taberna. Let's see. The various thermopoliae aren't exactly bustling at this hour, considering it's only like midday. But there's a decent number of people like getting snacks and stuff. You see the burger place that Erica got her meat from. A jester-looking individual stands outside, eagerly gesturing for people to come in and try the burgers.
Burger jester.
I want to look at armor if there is any.
There are two different armorers. One of them is for general, like, Legion gear, and the other is for the itinerant adventure type. Well, you can tell based off of the basically models standing outside in gear, gesturing to come inside.
That one.
Guess we're going in there.
Which one? The one for legions or the one for like itinerant adventure types?
The
I think we're
adventure types.
adventurers.
All right. 1 second. Now I have to pull up another JPEG.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'll be right back. I have to run to the restroom.
That isn't even close to what I expected when I googled Roman NPC.
What did you get?
A bunch of naked, sweaty men. Which is very Roman, but not what I thought I would get.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I just googled it too. What the fuck? Why are these men considered NPCs?
I don't know. Oh, wait, it probably stands for, like, National Pose Contest, because they're all bodybuilders.
What the fuck? Roman non-playable character.
Oh, this is perfect, this is perfect. Hello! Please look at this man. Please look at my
Hello?
new friend.
You got Egypt stuff.
Please look. Come and see my friend.
Hello, sir.
I'm so charmed by this funny little fella.
Hello, I return. What have I missed? Have I missed a Roman non-player character showing up?
You did. You got this Roman non-player character.
Shit, he looks like he has a store.
Yeah.
He sure does.
Greetings, friends. Welcome to my emporium of smells and smelts.
The fuck?
I sell perfumes and also gear to keep you from dying while wearing the perfumes.
I'll check
this guy
the
meant business.
gears.
I want to check the smells.
What sort of gear are you looking for, ma'am? And also, what sort of smells? We have many smells. We have various fruit fragrances, perhaps an herb or flower. We also have rarefied musk of various creatures for ranger work. Ranger, both capital and lowercase r, in case you're looking for some sort of beastly companion, or bait for a less than companionable beast. As for armor, we have exactly the sort of thing you'd think you'd have. Various gambizons, the odd cuirass or two, helms, boots, bracers, beavers.
Beavers?
Yeah, a beaver. He gestures to the area around your neck. You know, sort of like an armored cowl, but for the front of it, a beaver. Beavor, not beaver.
Oh, I know what those are. And Ash is gonna kind of like look over to Serenity, and she's gonna like make a little motion, like she's just put her hands up like in front of her neck, and then kind of like go forward and go like it's like a collar, but like in front to deflect stuff going for your throat, but you can still look down.
You know, your throat's a very important part of the body. You never want to get that mangled up, I tell ya.
This guy knows what he's talking about. You don't want to angle.
May I see your collection of beavers?
Okay, one sec. Google's beaver.jpg.
No, not Vor. Lucius.
Thank you, Wikipedia, the free online encyclopedia that anyone can edit.
I choked on my fucking fruit punch.
This is a beaver.
Vi, if you're watching Dead Space, like every armor has one.
True. But also, I'm just laughing at, there's just a beaver.
Look at that sure is one aquatic mammal.
Oh, we don't sell nutria here, ma'am.
Shit,
And we
I'm so
also don't
sorry.
have capybaras. Although we have occasionally been known to stalk a stoat. Who are not particularly aquatic, though can swim in an emergency.
Oh god. Oh god, fire out of control. Got it, never mind.
Are
So
you
this
okay,
is
ma'am?
just-
Sorry, I was lighting incense and one of them didn't want to go out. There was
Oh,
a lot
no.
of fire.
I don't recommend setting the incense on fire in my store. I prefer you purchase it.
This is OOC. I almost burned this.
Please be safe. Anywho, my name is Claudius. I sell armor.
Serenity.
I also sell spells. Nice to meet you, Serenity. You seem like a discerning customer.
Yes.
I'm gonna go back to my Roman friend Claudius. I'd like to look at him
Yes.
more.
I would like to look at him.
He's so friendly.
I trust this man with my money and to sell me a good smell.
We have
Man.
many imported goods from the lands of winds and sands in the Far East.
Is there like a... So can these like attach to any sort of garment?
Yeah, a beaver
I
can be
suppose.
worn upon any other armor. It would just like attach comfortably on the neck and then strap along. This one is the one you have seen a moment ago is designed specifically to protect a set of plate mail that it is purpose-built and attached to. However, I have specialty ones that can go on anything. It's like a backpack that you wear forward. It'd go well with the mask you're already wearing, miss.
That's what I was thinking.
Aye.
How much for one of these beavers?
One moment, let me look something up.
I don't even know if this is gonna do anything stat-wise.
That would be a solid 8 gold pieces.
8.
We usually use the local currency, you know, the bones. However, gold spends everywhere, and I've been looking to do some importing and exporting. So if you slide me 8 shiny pieces, I can give you 1 beaver.
Would this do anything, like, stat-wise?
It'd give you +1 AC.
Oh, really?
It's the equivalent of a shield, but gives you 1 less AC in exchange for being hands-free.
Okay.
Which is why it costs only slightly less than a shield, which would
Okay.
cost 10 gold.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Aye, good on you, lass. My accent is wandering around the country yet again. God, I'm so inconsistent. And with a canned cha-ching sound, gold exchanges hands, and so does 1 beaver, which gets added to your armor. And what
I
about
have a
you,
beaver
miss?
now.
He turns to Ashkata. What sort of
Got
sniffs
any
you looking for?
She's gonna stop. I'm sorry. I had an idea. I had a question.
Oh, what?
You got
What's
any
your question?
smells good for sneaking?
What? Like you know, actually,
You know, just something that, you know, kind of neutralizes a normal smell.
so there's no such thing as an inverse smell, unfortunately. Smells are not waves, they're like
Particles.
yeah, somewhere in that zone, and you can't quite neutralize another smell with another smell. However, and then he leans in conspiratorially, if I were a sneak thief, which I'm not, I would get something that smells like a house smell, like perhaps uncomfortable it is, some sort of mold. That way, people, when they smell you coming, they think, oh, the house must be in ill repair. We better go investigate and see where that scent's coming from. And then they wander off, huh? That's how I would sneak, using my
Ooh.
nose.
Ash is just kind of like light up and go like, ooh, like an old wood smell. They wouldn't even smell me coming.
Yeah. Are you hunting? No offense, but most people don't use their sense of smell as their primary sense for detecting thieves. Are you hunting, like? What are you hunting?
I'm just. And Ash is actually gonna look at him like, Mr. Claudius, I'm not the most sneaky.
Oh,
She gets a +6. This is a lie.
you know,
I just need all the help I can get.
I understand. Don't worry, this conversation won't leave the room.
I have a +6. This is a lie.
He believes you because he has no reason not to trust you.
I forgot that I have good stealth.
One de orc coming right up for you. And he grabs a small vial of wood smell. Now, I'll have you know that this is actually a surprisingly popular smell. Very popular with shifters. They like the woodsy smells. To them, it's closer to a perfume than a deodorant, if you catch my drift. So,
That's very-
unfortunately, it is, as a popular item in short supply, it is on the pricier side, if you're okay with that.
How pricey are we talking?
20 pieces.
Ash is gonna kind of like think for a moment and go, I don't think I can do that.
I
That's
understand.
a lot of burgers.
I understand, I understand. However, you guys seem like good folks, so I will reserve this for you in case you want to come back for it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Claudius.
He gives you a hearty thumbs up and a chuckle. Like, haha, no, don't mention it. Listen, a sale tomorrow is a sale today, as long as it's guaranteed, you know?
That's entirely valid, sir.
I'm in the business of making money, but more than that, I'm in the business of making people smell nice and also not die. Then he sets the Eau de Oak back up on the shelf, but then puts a little tag on it that says reserved. So, is there anything else I can get you today? You looking to protect yourself even further?
Ash is gonna kind of think about it for a moment and shake her head. She's like, gotta be light on my feet. I've already got some pretty good armor here. She's gonna fluff up her coat a little.
Aye, fair enough. And what have you?
Yeah, I think this is pretty helpful. Thank you.
Cars, do come back now, you hear? Don't be a stranger.
Absolutely.
And, you guys head out of Claudius's clothier.
Well, that worked. You got a cool fucking beaver.
You did not get a
I-
street pass notification.
Uh,
Alright,
I did get a cool beaver.
you did get a
Now I can wear this under my mask, so if anyone tries to punch me in the jaw, it'll hurt them more than it hurts me.
Unfortunately, you would not be able to conceal it just because of, like, the tightness of your mask versus the thickness of the armor.
It'd be in front of your mask, which would be somehow cooler in that it covers the lower half of your face.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
I can't easily make that in Hero Forge.
Oh,
They don't have beavers.
fucking hacks.
Oh, hello.
Huh?
Dark Knight Armory. Oh my god, you always come in clutch.
What?
I'd like to show you the model who was showing off the Dark Knight Armory version of their Beavor.
Dies.
Dark Knight Armory is really fucking good.
You are fucking shooting me in the face tonight.
Is the beaver I got, is it like metal or leather or what?
On the table it would be either, so whichever one you would prefer.
Leather.
All right, you got a leather Beavor. Thank you all for looking at this gay homosexual gay adventure.
Yes, yes.
All right, is there anything else you'd like to get up to?
I think I have enough weapons, otherwise I would debate getting more.
That's fair.
I only
I
have
don't have a-
4 plus all of my fingers and toes.
I don't really have a need for weapons, I don't think.
All right. As you walk out, you see another group of those like worker types, the bandaged ones, being escorted by both a cadre of legionnaire types and a woman in a black hooded robe.
Huh.
The woman is at the front of the line, carrying a staff and like gesturing for the workers to follow, and they walk in step.
Hmm.
And then they just kind of march on out of the general area.
Don't know what the hell that's about, and at this point, I feel like if I ask, I might be hunted for sport.
Yeah.
I just wanted to fill in more of the things going on in the area.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it makes sense. Just Ash is like already on thin ice with Vrunter, apparently.
Is she?
Given that she like thinks in deep speech. If
Aw.
anyone can read her mind, they would just go squid.
Don't worry. If there were mind readers in the city, you would know.
I would definitely know.
Well,
Yeah.
okay, so this one's just something that you guys would know as, like, graduates of the ranger school, mind reading is always a two-way street.
Really?
Yes. If you open up a connection to someone else's mind, they will hear your thoughts. So the trick is to just not think anything while you're listening.
Huh.
Just
It's
hears
hard to-
quietly.
hard
Hears
to
quietly
not
in the back
think.
of my head. Hey, what the fuck? Pivots on a dime and rushes the fucking person.
Yeah.
Huh.
There is a reason why the Vronter Inquisition does not employ psychics very often.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so we've got the stuff. I don't want to spend 20 of my. I just got more. I just.
You might be able to get more money later.
I know, but I don't want to spend that much of it in one sitting unless it's something I'm gonna super cute.
There. To be fair, historically, perfume was incredibly expensive.
I should have thought about that.
Hell, perfume's expensive now.
Yeah.
Not if you're me and you just like the cheap shit at Target.
I just naturally smell nice.
I do too. I just like the cheap shit at Target sometimes.
I just naturally don't care and hope that I don't smell awful. No one has said anything, so
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah. Yeah, that's
so
valid.
I don't know if anyone would ever actually tell me like, dude, you don't smell very good. You know?
Are you a Smash player?
No.
Then you're in the clear.
Alright, cool.
I forgot
Ow.
I picked that as this design.
Hurt.
You okay?
I snorted and it hurt my throat.
Oh no.
I snorted at my own Smash player joke.
Fucking, that was one of the ways that people knew that I shouldn't be there back when I competed in Smash. I was a girl who didn't smell terrible.
God.
What are you doing in this sacred domain?
You're like, what the fuck are you doing here? And then I also BM'd hardcore every time. I needed to assert my dominance. If the neckbeards don't know that I'm more powerful than them, how are they going to rightfully fear me? I don't want to get fucking hit on by neckbeards. I want them to be afraid.
Do we have another random encounter coming up?
Like a
Like,
violent one, or just an
No,
event?
just an encounter. Because I know that you were like, I pulled up a lot of your pigs.
I had a lot of stuff set up in case you guys did the plot.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
However,
Oh. Sorry.
so what's left is me googling attractive anime people to throw at you.
Yeah, no, you're doing good at that.
Technically, the workers passing by was a random encounter. You could have asked something or went up to say hi. However, that's fine.
I'm just afraid of that. I don't know what's going on, and if I investigate, I feel I'm gonna kick off a side plot. And of the people to kick off side plots, I've done 2/3 of them.
There.
Yeah.
Remaining
Didn't
notable sites here.
Feel like.
Oh, you first.
Oh, I was just saying I didn't feel like saying anything.
Remaining notable sites that you guys know from just like basically tourist guides that you're given. The Senate House is common just to like poke your head in and watch. You don't maybe sit in on a discussion. The bathhouses, though that might be a little bit fan servicey, and I don't have any anime girls in bathhouse attire JPEGs saved, surprisingly.
we also recently had the beach episode.
You did recently have the beach episode, and we got to see the very cute design for what's it? Serenity Beach Year. Let's see. You could go down to the Legionnaires outpost to see, to just say hi, but that would be kind of strange, unless you wanted to say hi to Octavia again. You could go back to your taberna and maybe like make a call or two to talk to an old friend. There's lots of stuff.
True.
Oh shit! I have a direct call to an Inquisitor. I can ask about Asher.
Oh yeah, you can.
Fuck! I just put those buttons together. Being in a city, does that charge my phone at all?
Yes. This city does have reception. Are you okay?
Oh, creep. I'm choking on my own spit.
Fair.
It happens. I'm gonna go call Fiona when we get to the room.
Alright.
trying to think who I would want to call.
Do you want
I
a
don't
list of
remember
NPCs
names.
that I remember you guys having the numbers of?
Hmm?
Do you want a list of NPCs that I remember you having the numbers of?
Yeah, sure.
So there was Lenore, the vampire that you briefly met in the initial tavern at the Roosting Raven, or was that the Sleeping Songbird? Roosting Raven. It was the Roosting Raven. There's your mentor. Drawing a blank on her name for a sec. Shit.
Arcadia?
Arcadia. I'm tired.
You're,
No, it's alright.
you're
I can
valid.
go.
Arcadia. There's your the dog man that you saved.
Jared!
Good
Oh,
old
yeah.
Jarek. There's the 3 bards that you just met.
True.
Yeah.
Though calling them now, I feel would be a little.
That'd sound like you're trying to set up a date, dog.
Yeah.
Either that or you're immediately trying to form a band.
Yeah. So, no.
Yeah. And then you did get a contact with Octavia, the legionnaire that you guys met who lent you her bird,
True.
whose name I also forget.
Silverwing.
Thank you. Thank you for being better with my own characters' names.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I just have name remembrance for problems, which is why, like, I try and write things down and then forget to. Anywho, there are plenty of characters that you know. You also have Asher's, although he would prefer you not call him, which means you can definitely call him.
I was gonna just call Fiona about it.
That's fair. You have an entire conversation with Fiona to, think about it. You also don't have to call anyone.
Yeah.
It would be helpful to the party if I got a little more intelligent.
Yeah. So,
Intelligence.
you make it back to the Big Mike's Big Muscles. Big Mike waves you on through. He's now, like, genuinely very happy to see you guys at this point.
We've done it. We've made friend.
His big bike.
Hey, welcome back! You're always welcome here at Big
Hey.
Mike's.
Hey.
You guys have fun out there? You get done what you
Yeah.
wanted?
Yeah.
I like the beaver.
Thanks.
It suits you. It looks good. It's very.
Thank you.
It's spiffing.
I got a red one. Made sure to have it match.
He nods knowingly. Listen. It's important to look styling while you're styling on everyone else. I understand.
Absolutely. You
You know-
can't just have a bunch of random shit thrown together.
Back in my heroing and fighting days, man, my old armor was he does like the okay sign and then like he does the Pasha hits just right pose. You know the one?
Yes.
Oh, I was a looker back then, but now I'm just Big Mike.
Big Mike, you're still yourself, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of body positivity in my old age.
I love Big Mike. He's like the party's dad now.
He's
Big Mike's
emotionally
pretty
adopted all of
great.
you.
So good.
Anywho, you kids have fun with whatever you're up to. Big Mike the
Right.
Big
Yep.
Dad. I'd like to point out that he is still olditalianman.jpg.
Yeah.
That changes nothing.
Yeah.
Old Italian men. I bet he likes to watch construction projects.
Oh, he loves it. It's his favorite. He does that when he's off the clock.
Fucking die.
Every friend group's got the guy who does fuck all. So, you make it back to your room. Monoct is deep in her studies, and Annabelle is...
Deep in her snooze.
She's fully
Recovering.
She's recovered from experiencing complete butt death, but she is very tired. And you go to call Fiona. Do you two important questions. Are you calling via video, or are you going to, like, just do audio? And are you doing this in front of everyone, or are you gonna go off to, like, somewhere private to talk?
Okay. So this has to be video. I need to show off my cool new coat. I need her to understand that I look like a fucking snazzy little murder bird with my cool little face tattoo and my hair all messy and shit. This is me doing a full-on business call, and I'm gonna do it like on the balcony. Like I'm gonna climb out the window where my hammock is and just kind of like hop up a little.
Incredible. I regret not updating her design yet.
Oh, it's okay.
All right. So you make the call. Skrrr, 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 skrrr. And
Hi, Fiona. Hello to my boss, TM.
hey, what can I do for you?
Howdy, ma'am. Ash is gonna like try and bow, but she's still holding her fucking like tombstone up straight, so she so the bow like makes sense. We are now somewhat in the employ of a noble to get passports to head up there.
Aw, you
You
could have just
know,
called me.
Ash is gonna think for a couple moments and go, while you're correct, the party wanted blood, blood spill, and the games are happening, and there's a noble who needs to not die?
Interesting. So
So-
who'd you throw your lot in with? Sung? Mayang? Which house?
Ash
know
is
who to
gonna
bro-
just
I need to know who to root for.
Ash is gonna inhale sharp and say, I didn't know if we're rooting for them.
Oh?
That's why I'm here to call. You know anything about House Aelor?
Her smile drops. Oh. Him.
Yeah, it was the easiest job I've ever been given, you know, let a twink die potentially and get up to the the capital.
You hear some light shuffling of papers. So, the Aelor case is an interesting one. He's obviously under investigation for patricide, slaying of a member of the noble houses, specifically a patriarch of the houses, and also just the general bad vibes. However, she raises a finger. However, my inquisitors haven't found shit on him. He's either really good or innocent.
Ash is just gonna kind of like inhale a little and say, yeah, no, I get totally mixed vibes off of him. I don't doubt that everyone thinks he did the kill.
Oh yeah, no, he's
I
he's shady as hell.
Yeah, Ash is gonna nod and go, yeah, no. We spent yesterday kind of just scouting the place and trying to see if we could get, suss anything out and like try and sell that we're here to help. But like, if he dies in the games, he dies in the games?
If we do that, we have a massive imbalance of power in the city, and we'll have to find an entire new noble house.
Okay, we'll try not to let him die in the games.
Yeah, that's the real problem. So the political structure of Frontier is kind of held up by like an equal distribution of power among the 10. So each house is tasked with a specific function. 2 for each of 5 functions, the 5 C's as we call them. Well, I call them that. And if House Aelor goes down, all that's left for culture distribution is the Mayangs. And they're snooty as hell. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. They annoy me a great deal.
So keep my eyes out for in case any assassins come from that direction.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe. They could come from anywhere. No one likes Asher at the moment, but also he very clearly doesn't like them. Honestly, I kind of respect the whole devil may care, go your own way sort of vibe. But also, like, damn, it makes my job so very hard.
No, I getcha.
Also, the Rhodes and the Aelors never really got along.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
it's-
probably should have called before getting a job, but
No. Listen, as much as I enjoy having a favorite ranger, you don't actually owe me that much beyond 500 gold.
Ash is just gonna kind of nod and look a little sheepish for a moment and say, well, I may not owe you monetarily, but I still owe you for, a lot of just assorted, other stuff, like being a friend and helping me get here and all the, pen writing and teaching me how to make pellet pens out of quills and all that. I still owe you for other stuff, and even then, it doesn't have to be a transaction. Anyway, I just needed to, check in. We're in the zone. We're
No,
made friends. We hustled the TM, but in legal senses.
Hey, no skin off my back. As long as the Inquisition doesn't know, it doesn't count. That doesn't.
Yeah, that's entirely valid. Ash is just gonna kind of nod and say, well, I guess it's up to us to prevent a big power imbalance now.
Yep.
There goes the ease of the job, I thought.
Oh yeah, no, this one's gonna be an interesting one.
No
you got
wonder
any
he
other...
accepted our help quick.
Yep. Got any other questions though? Happy to answer. I am kind of a local, after all.
True. So we've been seeing a lot of bandaged workers, and I didn't think much about it. And then I saw a hooded chick leading a bunch of them. That anything?
So, how much do you know about farming or construction work?
I know a lot about farming and fishing, and a little about construction. You've seen me work on both.
Yeah. So you know how it's hard as hell?
Yeah.
It turns out when you have a relatively low population like we do here, what with it's cold as fuck, and also everyone's a very large portion of the population is on some level undead. You need to supplement your labor force somehow. And so, House Karan figured out an alternative solution to paying and obtaining workers using the dead. So, the Lady of Passing, the head of House Karan, who you might have actually just seen, uses donated dead, embalms them, and then raises them to be tireless workers.
Ash is gonna kind of just blink twice as if it tracks and go, yeah, no, that makes sense, actually. I should have known.
Yeah, Lady Karen is interesting woman. Short. Also a sole member of a noble house like Alor, but everyone's terrified of her.
As opposed to wants to kick her ass.
Yeah, I mean, when you control every undead that's not a vampire in the city with your mind simultaneously, you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah, I didn't think of messing with that. Thank you for saying that was the smart idea.
Not particularly threatening if you get to know her, though.
No.
Here, let me... She shuffles through her notes again and pulls up a portrait of her. There is Lady Karen.
Hello.
Fuck.
Honestly, kind of timid.
Ash is gonna kind of recoil for a moment before going, oh, okay, I get it now. Okay, I get it now.
You get what?
No, I understand. I understand the has to be spooky.
Yeah, no. Gotta put up a bit of a, guard, or else people will find out that she's small.
Ash is gonna kind of nod and go, yeah, I get it. One last little question.
Yeah, what's up?
We're gonna be in the games.
You're gonna be in
And
the games.
I tend to go light.
Yeah?
Is there anything I should gear up with if I need to keep someone from dying?
Okay. Are you saying you've already been assigned as Alor's second, or are you just gonna be running interference? What's your game here?
So, one of us is, from all that we've known so far, one of us is supposed to be like his shield. And then the rest of us are running recon duty. And I'm
Okay.
currently on recon, just getting my eyes on as much of the city as I can.
Alright. Have you bought binoculars?
I have good eyes, but I'll go and consider a pair.
Alright, I recommend them. They are very useful for intel gathering. Also, they make you look very official.
Ash is gonna note that down in her mind. And go, all right. I thought I might have already looked a little official with and she's gonna kind of gesture to everything.
Oh,
And
no,
the,
no,
like,
you-
bandaged.
I'm gonna be on. Okay, do you want me to be honest, or do you want me to be friendly?
You can tell me I look like a dork. I won't be mad.
Alright, look, if you weren't like a small friend, I'd say you look actually pretty dashing. But because you're like, short, I know for a fact that it comes off as mostly endearing.
Ash is gonna kind of inhale for a moment and go, I can play that to my advantage. I am endearing, and I've turned a man into literally a pair of legs before.
No, I got you. Listen, there's a reason why we employ so many halflings.
That, I
No
didn't think
one-
about that.
No one suspects the literal mouse.
Well, that's about everything. You can expect me in the capital basically as soon as the games end, plus travel.
Alright, yeah, I'll see you then.
I'll catch you then, Fiona. And Ash is gonna kind of sheepishly start trying to end the call.
She sends a warm smile. Can I get an insight check from you?
Insight check.
Oh, not insight. Sorry, perception or history.
Well, I just rolled a 20, so let's say perception, so it's a 27.
All right. You notice from the view of her office, you can see in the back of her on her back wall there is a sign, specifically a house sigil, the red and white of House Rhodes.
Oh.
And 2 and 2 together says she's either associated with them, related, or possibly of air tier.
Well, at the very least, I'm helping her keep a city from crashing into hell.
You also recall that the Aelors and the Rhodes do not get along from what she just said.
Well, yeah, no,
But
Ash is just gonna kind of understand as she hops back into the room with her intelligence.
Yeah.
It's a necessary evil I'm doing, she says, acting as if she's officially employed. So, Serenity, I've got some informazione.
I got a
steep
spaghetti bowl of informazione.
Ash is gonna
Oh,
kind of
Mario.
like bow a little and fix her coat so she can put her wings back in it and like stop acting like she's cool. Now that she knows it comes off as cute. So I called our friend the Grand Inquisitor
Yeah.
to get some intelligence on what we're doing. Everyone and their mom thinks that Asher killed his dad, but all the investigators haven't found shit. So
Yeah,
people
me
think he might
too.
just be fucking weird.
Yeah.
Also, our contact kind of doesn't like him, but acknowledges we need to keep him safe, TM, so we can't just ditch his ass the second he gives us passports.
Uh-huh.
Because otherwise we'd be leaving a big ol' power imbalance with letting the bougie people run that part of the city. And
Uh-huh.
honestly, he's the better of two evils, so...
Yeah, that makes sense.
Turns out we actually have more responsibility than anticipated.
That's always fun.
She's gonna kind of sigh before saying, and also I've been informed that despite everything, I'm not actually scary.
Well,
Well, you're not actually scary to
Scary.
her.
scary.
To her.
Serenity's gonna be like, well, scary isn't about the surface level details. It's like how people are afraid of dolls, you know? It's
That's valid.
it's just a doll. It's made for like, kids to play with. But that almost makes it scarier. So
Well-
the fact that you are small and bite-sized and adorable is it adds to the terror in a way.
It adds to the
Because-
terror.
Because of the dissonance between the two aspects of your appearance and your sheer ferocity.
Ash is gonna feel about 300% cooler now, but acknowledge that she has to balance it. Thank you, Serenity. I hope that I called Fiona and I got all the info, and I hope it helps. However, shit, now we actually have to do the job right.
Yeah. That's the fun part of it.
She's gonna rub
Gotta
the back of her head.
actually try.
Yeah. Well, at the very least, it'll be fun, important. We're leaving our mark. We might become important rangers, terrifyingly.
You know what? I feel like it could do with feeling a little important.
Well, you're important to us, but soon you'll be important to Veronter.
Well, you know what?
Yes.
I appreciate that.
Don't mind me. I accidentally mumbled something out loud that I didn't mean to.
Huh.
I didn't even hear.
Alright, cool.
Anyway. Well, we've got our info. We've equipped a little. Ash now knows to go and get some binoculars whenever she can. Honestly, you just go run out and grab them real fast. I bet a bunch of places sell them, given that the games are coming soon.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to do or call Serenity?
See, I don't know if she would. Can't really think of anything.
Alright, fair enough.
You want to call Arcadia and try and explain that we've accidentally embroiled ourselves in class politics?
I don't know if Serenity would be the one that would want to do that.
Well, I'm all out of talky energy.
That's fair. If you want me to be honest, I kind of also don't have a ton of talky energy.
Well, we could always call it here for the night.
Yeah, it has been a couple hours. We did get a lot of important done.
It was a roleplay heavy session, but it was also one that had a little bit of plot.
We got some plot, and we got we got to see the fun stuff of me trying and failing to be cool.
You also got to meet some other bards.
Yeah.
Yes,
Alright. I think this is a good place to stop.
I think so.
Thank you all for coming,
Basic-
and thank
Thank
you
you,
all for putting up
everyone.
with the one ad break, and also the weirdness going on. Let's see, Jakato is online, but also, I have never spoken to Jakato, and Jakato seems way more professional than I am able to talk to right now.
Fair.
However, do check out Jakato. I'm not gonna raid them, but check them out. I don't know what pronouns they have. They might be a tomboy monkey, they might be a boy monkey, they might be a they them. Check out Jakato. Later, everyone.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.